So despite the £22 billion black hole in the country's finances, despite no money available for the pensioners for their Winterfield allowance, despite no money for the WASPy women for their pensions, despite no money for our failing infrastructure, MPs have recently just voted themselves a 2% pay rise. So yeah, there's plenty of money for them, there's plenty of money for train drivers, and there's definitely plenty of money for Zelensky and his forever war in the Ukraine. I think we need another Oliver Cromwell, don't you folks? We need someone with his bollocks and backbone to march into Parliament and tell them, in the name of God, go. And it's no difference with the Reform Party either, because, this is another anti-Reform Party video. I think you should know some things. And for those of you continuously abusing me for taking this stance, well, it says a lot about you at the end of the day. But there we go. Now, Reform's new candidate for the Runcorn and Helsby by-election is a former magistrate called Sarah Pochin. And of course, Nigel Farage, Richard Tice and the rest of them, they're quite excited about this. But she has an interesting background. You see, Sarah Pochin recently deleted a tweet where she said, and I quote, "Pleasure to attend the Refugees Welcome event in Macclesfield this afternoon with Syrian and Afghan families that have settled in Cheshire East with the Lord Lieutenant, Lady Redmond and Sir Phil Redmond," end quote. Now you'd think that should tell you everything about Sarah Pochin, because she's also been expelled by both the Tories and independent lefty groups on her local council. You see, she was in Cheshire East Conservative group, and they expelled her because she agreed to become the mayor when the Independents and Labour voted for her. And then she quit the independent lefty group after they suspended her for trying to rejoin the Tory party so she could vote in the leadership contest. The woman has no loyalty whatsoever. She's in it for herself and seems to be exploiting parties to get what she wants and go where she wants to go, whatever that is. I don't know, but there's an agenda there. This woman is the last kind of person you'd expect to join Reform all out in the early days, because she's also for net zero migration. And net zero migration is a situation where the number of people entering a country is the same or equals the number of people leaving it over a period of time. So in other words, the net migration rate is zero because inflows and outflows balance each other out. So there's no change in the populace whatsoever. And this is Reform's new stance, by the way, on immigration. They are for net zero immigration. They don't want to put a full stop on illegal migration and stricter controls on legal migration. For example, if 50,000 people immigrate and then 50,000 people emigrate, then they cancel each other out, which means net zero. So she's all for that. And so by choosing her as a candidate, then I think Reform have definitely now moved to the centre-left. And I think at this point they're trolling their supporters and members, which is a sad truth out there. So accept it, folks. It is what it is. It's obvious now what Reform's agenda is, and it isn't what it was in the beginning. And there we go. That's the depressing latest from Reform. Like it or lump it, but it's the truth. I'm Paz49. Thanks for watching. And until the next time, Roger Trout.